week we covered, what did we cover? Meme sakina, and we covered lam sakina. And as I said in the email, some people were confused about why would you cover the lam sakina. We just jumped into it. The sisters actually voiced some concern. And I'm just talking about the lam sakina, just like we spoke about the meme sakina, we spoke about the noon sakina. And the lam sakina can be part of one of two rules, just like the meme and the noon can be either idhar, or idgham, or ikhfa. In the lam, in the noon, meme and noon, you either make it completely appear, like min ahad, you can completely do idgham, like yakul lahu, or you can do ikhfa, which is in between, like min shar. Same thing for the meme sakina. You can do complete idhar, hum lahum dhalik. You can do complete idgham, hum min, or you can do ikhfa, which we spoke about, which is hum ba'd. The lam only has two rules. You either do idhar, or you either do idgham completely. It's complete assimilation. When I say ash-shams, وَالشَّمْسِ وَضُحَاهَا, shams, where is the lam? I'm not pronouncing it at all. And usually the sign of idgham is what? A shadda that's going to come on the preceding letter. Because I dropped one letter, but I kept its presence available. It's like the time that was going to be wasted. If I say al-shams, it's the time that is going to be spent on the lam. I moved it into the next letter, and that's why I have a shadda on it. And that's why I say ash-shams. Whereas the opposite, which is al-qamar, that's a complete idhar, and the sukoon is apparent usually on top of the lam, and it is pronounced. So it is nothing but just another rule that we are covering. We are just going to be, there is no connection in between them, except for the fact that all noon sakina, meme sakina, and lam sakina, they all have sukoon on top of it. And I hope that inshallah you covered the rules of the lam in your studying, because it will be on the test.
For those who are taking.
Yes. Okay. So today, I mentioned last time that we will cover other rules, and we kind of covered it, we touched on it a little bit. And today we will talk about it in detail. And this is called, let me say before that, any two letters come next to each other in Arabic language will be one of four situations. Any two letters is going to be one of four situations. Either, so when I say any word, because I like my name so much, Ahmed. What is the relationship between this letter and this letter? What about this letter and this letter? And this letter and this letter? Aren't two letters next to each other? So anytime you look at it, you're going to have one of four different situations, one of four different possibilities. The first possibility is it to be mutamathilain. So the first possibility is to be mutamathilain. Mutamathilain comes from the word mithl or mathal, which means alike, same, right? Similar, which means exactly the same letter. Of the same. Mutamathilain means of the same. Okay? Another possibility, it is going to be mutajanisain. Mutajanisain means of the same jins, the same type or kind. They're not exactly the same, but they're the same kind. They're not one Ahmed, they're men. They're of the same kind. Okay? Mutajanisain, the same jins of same kind. And it is called mutajanisain because the letters might have agreed on characteristics, they share characteristics, and they don't share some. They are not exactly the same letter, but they share characteristics. For instance, what do mim and noon both share? Nasalization. So they share a nasalization. What else? What else? Mim and noon, they both belong into another character that we studied. No? Lin Omar. They are rakhu. They're neither shadid nor rakhu. They're in the middle. They're in between as far as the shiddah. So these are mutajanisain letters, right? They are close to each other. You can say mim, noon, they're similar, but they are not coming from the same exit, and they're not the same letter. The third possibility, it is to be mutaqaribain. And mutaqaribain means they are actually proximity, close by. They're close by each other, like lam and ra. Look at lam, al, and ar. They're very close in place. Okay, they're very close to each other, but they don't share much characteristics. Alhamdulillah. And the last one is mutaba'idain, far apart. And that's not only far apart physically, but in everything. Just they're far apart. Just like every letter in here. Ahmed. There's no relationship. There's no anything in between these letters in here. They're all far off each other. Now, why could this be a problem? That's fine. I can have all these combinations in here. But why would this be problematic? Well, because if they are mutamathilain, and I have to repeat the same letter right next to each other, or they are mutajanisain, and I am using the same characteristics at the same time, or they're right on top of each other, mutaqaribain, in the same exit, so I cannot say mastata'u, and I rather merge it in one letter and say masta'u, and this is what you see in Surah Al-Kahf, right? In Surah Al-Kahf you see both words, mastata'u, and you see it as masta'u. And you see it in another place, also in Surah Al-Kahf. You see, لَمْ تَسْتَطِعْ. Right? When Al-Khidr is talking to Musa alayhi salam, and he also said, مَا ذَلِكَ مَا لَمْ تَسْطِعْ. Why was that done? Why was it one time dropped off? Where did it go, the ta? Where did the ta go in here? Because some Arab nations actually saw it easier. Some of the Arabs at the time of the revelation of the Quran, when the ta and ta came close to each other, they dropped one of them off. Why? Look at the ta. Where does the ta exit from? Where's the ta? Top of it. Just one glorified and one's not. One is mutbaq, it's clapped on top. The other one is munfatih, it's open.